What's going on, Pokemon League Championship fans? It's me, Mura, aka your CEO, here with our Week 2 stream for Season 9. We've got some decent battles to showcase today. There's definitely some battles of all time to show you guys, but we also have a few unrecordeds. Zach will not be joining me today because he had a tattoo appointment, apparently. Standing in for Zach right now, we've got the chopped and screwed Dan.
Hello, people.
Forgive any sort of choppy audio. He doesn't have his headphones right now charged, but it'll be alright. We'll get it done. But today is your Week 2 Season 9 stream. So we're going to kick it off with the unrecorded. Not going to spend a whole lot of time on these teams or anything. Just we're going to zoom through them, kind of get the standings going and get everybody kind of squared away here. So, excuse me, first up we have Jay versus Ty, which is a rain team. Obviously on Jay's team, he is one of the tightest rain teams, I think. I mean, probably one of the best rain teams we've seen put together because of all the extra... Yeah, right. Of all the extra rain support that we got access to in this generation. You know, Archulodon being able to do its thing, and then obviously you have Basculegion now. We have Overquill. So there's just like a lot of really good access to things out there. And then he's using Pelipper, which is probably, I mean, hands down, the best rain setter out there. So nothing really.
Kalen's just a good.
Yeah. And over here on Ty's team, got a little bit of a Sun team going on, but I would liken Ty's Sun team to like my rain team, whereas like my rain team's a little bit more rainy now, but before it was pretty much just like rain plus good stuff. It's similar on Ty's side. It's sun plus good stuff kind of thing going on. He has some access to some sun things that he can do. Honestly, Ty, if you're watching, I would say pick up that Vileplume if you get a chance, because that actually could really kind of shore up.
There's still some good chlorophyll on there besides Vileplume too.
Yeah, but I think Vileplume is like Vileplume is very underrated, and I think that I think it would do well on his team. I'm not quite sure about this Victreebel, but then again, you know, I don't really know much about Victreebel. He's bringing the Salamence, which he did trade this week. Congratulations to Dan on getting that, but also Ty got a pretty good Pokemon in the form of Iron Moth, which I think he'll make pretty good use of. And let's see who won that set. So going to Jay versus Ty results here. Boom. So that one looked like a little bit of a tighter match for Jay than last week, where he swept And this is Jay winning by 3. Ty taking his second loss, but again, it's early in the season. Don't let it get you down, buddy. I think you should be good to go. Crap. Apparently, Zach also neglected to make a stream post.
Oh,
So I gotta do that real quick.
fantastic.
Yeah. We'll get it taken care of. It's not a huge deal. I mean, I should have handled it. I just had a busy morning. I had to drop my car off for.
Why are you getting car work done?
I had to get an oil change and stuff. So
Uh,
yeah, just it was something that like the car needed, and yeah, we had to do it. So give me 1 second to make this ad in the page. Kind of dropping the ball in the second week, guys.
last.
Streaming.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
But it's all good. We'll be here for y'all. Y'all doing.
Okay. Make a post and then just at everybody so that they know.
Pull the Muzan at every.
Yeah, right. All demons come peep at everyone. Okay. So back to the results. So Ty took that one pretty clean, 3-0. That brings us to Evan versus Brendan, which we have their teams here. Evan's team, not, yeah, like he doesn't have like so much a core. Again, it is kind of just like a decent team amalgamized together. Into
It's
what
like some semblance of us
some semblance of a what?
trick.
Yeah, a little
Know why.
bit of a trick room team. I mean, he's got the Slow Kings now, which chili reception lets him like do something and then swap out and leave Snowstorm up, so he can kind of set up his Titan in that way. And then he did get the Sinestro from you last week, which Sinestro is really good. I like the Pokemon a lot.
Is really good.
Yeah, we had to give it an asterisk just because of like its supporting role is just like so intense. That
That's understandable.
yeah, it just does a really good job. I mean, hospitality is just really broken. So, and then it's attack. So let's get on to the results of Brendan versus Evan here. We have Brendan eking by with a 3-0 on Evan. Looks like he had a Pokemon that was affected by some sort of status condition, but we're not quite sure what that was, or how close the HP was or anything like that. This is the problem with our unrecorded matches. Unfortunately, we just don't have a lot of information on them. But congratulations to Brendan for pulling that out.
Put your torches at game Ada.
Right. Now we get to this team preview is a little weird because they forgot to do their team previews properly. But this is Asamu versus Justin. Oof, look at that. That's stretched out to all hell. Sorry about that, guys. But this is the teams that they had going up against each other. Asamu has a really interesting team. I mean, his Weezing, obviously there to cut off abilities. Empoleon's just good, Weavile's good, Entei hits hard, Meloetta is a really cool Pokemon that we haven't really seen a lot of before, so I'm excited to get some footage of that if he uses it in any of the matches where he plays one of us to record, you know?
Yeah, it's weird to say that he's got at a when the PLC is draft, so really a meta core. With Weezing, it works pretty well.
Yeah, he does. He did kind of draft more of a VGC metacore. And I think that's the point. Like, he wanted to go. He was doing research beforehand, and even though our league doesn't necessarily, like, we're not necessarily meta oriented per se. It definitely can help always to have like a solid core with a solid team
Yeah.
to get stuff done. So, VGC teams do well in our format, but it's like it's one of those things of like if you have a full VGC team, like you can do really well, but also like everybody knows what you're doing pretty much,
And there's gonna be like sudden like stuff that's not in VGC that much, but like it's still good against popular.
Yeah, stuff that you normally wouldn't have to worry about as much of VGC because the meta is different because the teams can be anything but like, more consistent 4v4 stuff. And then our meta, we know what or at least we have an idea of what you're going to bring because we have access to looking at your team beforehand. And then, we can bring some stuff to specifically counteract certain strategies. So, not a bad idea to have a meta team, like a VGC meta team in our format, but it can definitely backlash against you in certain ways. But let's see.
Shout out to
Shout out to what?
To Grumpig last
For
countering NDD Arteru.
Yep, that's true. I forgot about that. Yeah, Grumpig was dope. That's gonna bring us to the results here, which we have a normal picture of, and it looks like it's another 3-0, where it looks like something was affected by a status condition. Not quite sure how tight the set was. Hopefully it was pretty close. Lots of 3-0s this week. Thank you, I appreciate that. Jazeel. Damn, had to use the government, didn't I? So Samu Elwick. Let's skip down to this next one is gonna be Mike versus Brian. So we do have that recorded. Now again, you guys, Brian is using Dan's old file information, so it says Hendo versus Danny, but this is Brian. Yeah, Danny Dan, Sandy Dan over here with the Sand team, the Mega Sand team, and then obviously we have Hendo, who Mike has probably one of the most. I don't want to say exactly cohesive. They do work together. They're really good. It's probably one of the best teams in our draft, if not the best team in our draft. They all work really well together, and they all are really scary to go up against and really hard to prep for. So Mike's team is very good. We've got double Godzilla over on Brian's team with his Sand Rusher and obviously his normal gem fake out. Hitmonlee, yeah, and his favorite little mouse pack that he has there, which that mouse is annoying. I'll be honest with you. That mouse
is a good mod.
Population bomb is a bitch. I hate it. So let's see what results we had there. And it looks like, again, Mike squeaks by with a 2-0 against Brian. So, I don't know, again, how close it was, if he lost his last Pokemon on.
It was apparently a misplay. Turn thing. And then Brian missed a big rock slide.
That's the RNG that we have to live with, man. That's, I had some RNG interference myself this week, so it's just something that happens, unfortunately, that we got to deal with. And then last unrecorded match we have is Jay Grants versus Dan. So Dan, I'll give you the opportunity in a second here to talk a little bit about your team. There they are. So, what were your thoughts going into this?
Sorry, I was away for what was it?
Your team is up. What were your thoughts, really, like, kind of going into this?
So figured she had her my fucking mic really
So, sorry about the mic, guys. We got like about 50% of what you said. Don't worry about it, Dan. um, yeah, she's got some really cool stuff. You had mentioned to me that kind of what we talked about last week when we saw her match, where she like set up a swords dance in your face, like in the beginning when it wasn't really like an ideal situation. So like
that happened 2 times.
Okay, so she did. Okay, so I think a trend, Grants, if you're listening or if you're watching this on replay, set up moves like calm minds, swords dances, things like that, nasty plots. They're great. They're great to use. You should use them, but there's like a really tight window of opportunity to when to use them, and like setting up in an disadvantageous situation isn't always the best. Like, if you are in a situation where the offense just, like, has you dead to rights, sorry about that. Where the offense kind of has you
Hello?
cornered.
Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you better now. But, like, don't necessarily set up unless it's like really you're in a strong position where they can't do much to you. Then you set up and you try to go for the sweep from there, but otherwise you just kind of try to play as much damage as possible early on to get those out. So let's see what the results were. Dan, you won by 3. Any highlights?
Hello?
Dan, can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Any
I found my charger.
Okay. Perfect.
Should be better.
So you won by 3. Any highlights?
So just it was a misplay. We set up with Cerule Edge versus Crocodile, so knock off quickly. I kind of felt like she was going her terrain with Raikou. She might have had electric, so that was really clutch. The main playmaker, 2 KOs about before he went down, so it just swung moment way too hard in my favor. But
All right. Still a little choppy, but definitely better.
I think it's because I'm closer to the charging.
I gotcha. No worries.
Yeah, short.
No worries. We do what we can here. So that brings us to our recorded matches. Finally, I'm glad we're finally here because we need to start kicking these off. This first one is going to be Aris versus J Wade, and Dan, if you want to cut to, you have the video footage, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to cut to 1 minute and 20 seconds, that would be ideal.
Dang slow pick.
Yeah, right. What is this? Okay, so Aris versus J Wade. You know, this tale as old as time. J Wade was kind of wilding last weekend after the initial stream, talking mad junk. Just not about being better than other people, but also specifically talking shit about a Reese saying that he would beat his ass. So we should see what's going on with that. We'll
Oh,
see if we can get that going.
so see some spicy words.
Yeah,
He's
no,
got a good team to back. We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah, exactly. It's one of those things that oh no way, that's really cool.
Hmm.
Somebody made a thing for the Flipper Zero where you can like trade Pokemon to GBA games with the Flipper Zero.
Oh, okay. That's helpful.
Yeah. I got a Flipper Zero. I need to start making use of it. Anyway, sorry about that, guys. I got distracted for a second. So Jay Wade versus Aris is definitely a storied match. It's one of the kind of not really like a rivalry per se, but Jay Wade's always talking shit about Aris, and Aris is always blowing Jay Wade off. Which, yeah. So Aris kind of brought a quasi rain team a little bit here. He has access to like rain dance and things. He's got a little bit of a trick room core as well. So he's really just got a solid squad to be able to go up against anybody for the most part.
Hmm.
And you really have to respect that spider. The spider is way too good to just let sit there, and you got to try to OHKO it as fast as possible. And there's not a lot that can OHKO it because it is bulky as hell.
It's
And
very deceptive with
yeah,
you
with
know liquidation.
exactly, and with water bubble, its move pool in general, like it can lower special attack, it can lower defense, it can lower special defense, it can't be burned with water bubble. It gets an adaptability boost with water bubble, pretty much. Like it's just a really strong Pokemon to just have access to, especially in this generation where you can water Terra as well and just give it like double adaptability bonus, and God forbid rain is up, like it just hits like a
Yeah,
truck. Uh,
it'll spiral. It's a mon that you with, but he's definitely got some trick room.
yeah, he's a real beast in Trick Room, but I mean you get rain up and it's just GG's.
You
There's
better
not
have water.
right, yeah, you right water absorb or if you can have access to
Storm.
Storm Drain would be great against it. So there's definitely counters to it that help a lot. Um, and I think that it's just a really beast Pokemon. So let's kick it off. Jay Wade versus Aris. Jay Wade's team is kind of again one of those like good Mon teams.
This is literally a series B VGC team.
Yeah,
Just added that in Meowstic.
yeah, right, exactly. A little bit of prankster support. So all right, I'm ready to go. If you are, Dan.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go.
Interested to see if this slip.
So one of the things that's really weird about this one, I might actually have to mute his audio.
Oh God, yes.
He's got double feedback here, so we'll just kick off the gold and silver soundtrack support
Yeah.
here.
Fortunately, this sounds.
Yeah,
Asshole.
it's just
I
not
didn't
great.
realize. I didn't realize that doing Electro was now like
Oh yeah,
fucking. I love that black shiny.
yeah. No, his shiny is really cool looking. Um, and a Hisuian Electrode is like baby Regieleki with like a little bit more bulk, and then he has access to stuff like chlorophyll and stuff like that. So
Yeah, grass,
I mean,
grass, Chloroblast.
chloroblast, right? Yeah.
It's
Um,
also it has type that's to ground. It's still really frail, but there's a chance it can survive good hits, and honestly, it does have good support for Regieleki. It's just not at the best. But like taunt, it's like Regieleki or sorry, old Electrode. And you mix in all these grass
yeah.
matcha.
No, and you know it survived. Hey, what's up, Jordan? How's it going, Reese? It survived on the list. Like nobody picked it up. Everybody was sleeping on it for
Yeah.
like 11 rounds. So it got picked up on the 11th round by a Reese. So that was a real steal on his part. And we're just going straight into it with Terra Water Aquajet with Choice Band. And for whatever
Oh
reason,
my.
J Wade won. He didn't bring. He didn't bring
Focus Sash.
Gale Wings and or Focus Sash, and he also has Flame Body, which Flame Body ended up helping him out in this instance. We're gonna vanilla Terra Blast. What
That's
is going on? Or not a reason? That would have been the turn to set up Gale Wind's Tailwind and Gale
Yeah.
Wings Tailwind and do a Dragon Energy just on the field. So
I wouldn't have done it, but like his is. I've seen Terra goes. That could have been like Poison Terra Blast one. Like it would have been neutral still, but now you're not weak three anymore. Really nice.
yeah, especially the Terra Water. I mean, the Terra Water and Rain Dance kind of counteracts a little bit of the burn, but it's still not doing nearly as much damage as he would want it to do. So
Yeah.
now we gotta bring in some other stuff.
Yeah, so now we got Mystic. It could probably. You could also set up Thunderwave, like, well, not the. Probably has Thunderwaves today, or screens.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna fake out, I would assume, on turn one.
Yeah, some switching out the electric.
If I were him, I would fake out this Azumarill and then try to go for like a Dragon Energy,
Yeah,
which hopefully that's what he decided to do.
that is what happened. Just a big dragon, full HP.
Oh,
Oh.
they changed the fucking.
They did.
They
made
changed the
so much-
animation, man.
so. Oh, it's so.
That sucks.
It literally looks the exact same now, except purple, because they also orange. But
That just sucks, man. That just really sucks. I mean,
yeah, it's unfortunate.
So, Scrafty being a dark type, we cannot Thunderwave that with Prankster, so, because you can't get one over, what's the way, it's like, you can't kid a kidder, or you can't,
You can't, yeah,
I forget the term, or the turn of phrase, rather.
yeah. But this is a fake out.
Yeah.
Meowstic, I don't think, to be honest, I think that's like one missing in its move pool besides Yawn, which I know cut. So you can definitely just make sure this stays up. Set up the trick, go.
Yeah, you can fake tears with it, potentially, to get some stuff going, but
Yeah.
it's not an ideal situation for Jay Wade. So he withdraws the Meowstic to kind of reset up that fake out, which I think is a good plan. I mean, he could light screen, I guess, but
Yeah, at that point though, it's nice to just get a free switch out. Like, it's Heatran's field, but it's slow. So
we
it's also nice and
he got the Trick Room up, so, and this is just not an ideal situation for. I was gonna go for the Recover, which is smart because that damage was already pretty big.
switching out the Regidrago. It might. This is also a good switch out too. It's also even slow. Though I'm questioning this a little bit because pouring on two's Crafty punches really hard, so you could be taking two big hits here.
Yeah, not only that, but like ice. Dragons are weak to ice.
Yeah,
If he had decided to ice beam that spot, that would have been real bad. And now the knockoff happens on the Rhyperior.
that's crit.
Crits out the weakness policy, so it's just.
Oh, that's a good.
That is gonna potentially Oko. Nope. Yep, it does. Okay, cool.
Yep. Let's do an assault vest.
Yeah, yeah. So, that was awesome for Jay Wade, but the Rhyperior is already like nerfed to all hell. Now we have a Araquanid out with Trick Room up, under Rain. So this is looking bad for Jay Wade.
Definitely not a good. Oh, you don't. Rhyperior, you could kill it with a rock, but your Rhyperior is definitely faster than Araquanid, so this is probably a good idea that this one, at least for a little bit.
Yeah. Hey.
Ironically, he traded it to Aris this week.
And then he withdraws the Rhyperior, which I guess I kind of get.
Yeah, because Rigid, it's gonna. It's a lot harder to work with.
We're just waiting out the turns here.
Oh. Okay, yeah, the Ice Beam goes. This is smart.
Rain.
The rain's gone.
Yeah.
So I'm listening to the music still, and see.
Yeah. It wasn't that bad, but it was also like bad enough that like I just didn't.
It's too much for the ears when you're talking. So
yeah, liquidation is survived, but the ice. Oh, he didn't double target. Okay, we got Reggie Drago's gone. Can we get some heat wave? Oof. J-Wade we got the burn.
We got on P2.
J-Wade just really struggling for now. Now what J-Wade is doing, what he has to be doing, is angling for just better score. That's just where he's at right now.
Then, like, if you can stall it, come back. I mean, you've got a Slither in the back, but definitely need to. This is his threat to you.
Yeah. No reason.
Actually, yeah.
No real reason to keep Araquanid in. One more team turn Trick Room. So, I mean, fuck it, right? Like, I might even recover here. Like,
you can get away. If it gets got it.
Yeah, fake out.
Like this.
Honestly, like, fake out's gonna go. Wide guard has the same priority as fake out, right?
I believe so.
So under Trick Room, wide guard would go out before the fake out. I think, if I'm not mistaken, they have the same priority. Let's check wide guard.
Well, fake out's going in the Iraq. That's getting.
Well, right, but I was if wide guard had the same priority, speed
those
priority.
Guard moves are always like keep forgetting.
Yeah, I think it's actually faster. I think it's faster. So.
Yeah, because I know with it doesn't gal. I think.
Yeah.
It was either that or that's.
So,
the Great Tusk comes out.
They have the same speed priority, yes, but under Trick Room, the wide guard would have come out first, but it didn't end up mattering ultimately.
Yeah, because I think he tried to.
Yeah.
So Tusk comes out. Trick Room just expired, which is good for J-Wade, especially when you got a heavy hitter like a Tusk. So it's a matter of what if you have Rock Slide. Honest with you.
Yeah, he could do some big damage. He is on he's on the counter offensive here, but he's not like he's just angling for score. Ultimately, it's not like really.
Like if he can get rid of this Araquanid, honestly, okay. Wait, why did you headlong rush? That I would have combated.
Okay,
that would have definitely.
All right, well, he really didn't want Porygon out.
Yeah. Well, there goes the Ice Beam.
Yeah, there goes the Great Tusk. That's J-Wade. Did you
What I'm assuming is what's going on is that he probably Scarf on it, so chose that over close combat as a locked-in move. But either one versus what Reese has in the back, if you did have like a instead,
Yeah,
it's all up to Rhyperior now.
that's unfortunate.
Yeah,
Here, I would probably just wide guard in case of the.
yeah. I would just wide guard and attack.
Yeah,
Oh,
like, I guess protect, whatever.
yeah. He probably think some people instead going to take a thunder wave and happen there. And the Porygon is faster, so now it's just up to Little Meowth.
Yeah, I mean, J-Wade was apparently not super happy with the end of. At the end of the match, he usually isn't when he. I mean, nobody really is when they take an L, but like the L that he took was probably pretty offensive for him.
Yeah. Oh, now it's time for the NP of them
Yep.
with a booster attack.
First impression. Fuck it. Knock him out. Knock him out. The box. Knock him out the box, Luke. There we go.
Had that kill score so far. That knowledge.
Yep. So that is gonna be the end of that match, and unfortunately for Jay Wade, he lost by 3. So, congratulations to Reese for taking that dub. Jay Wade, I'm sorry that it had to be that way. I know that you wanted it to be better, but at least it's only by 3. So you're doing all right. Did you win your first match?
He did, yes.
Yeah,
he played against Simon.
He won because he played against Simon. He won. He won by 4. So you're still in the positive score wise, and you're neutral in the win loss. So I wouldn't take it too hard. I think you did. I think you did good with what you had to work with, especially with that initial lead there. Not sure why the flame body, but it ultimately ended up working out with you. Also, not sure why no scar or focus sash, but hey, to each their own.
It might have been clever fake out, but it's 50-50.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, sucks to be Jay Wade there, but definitely a good match and showing on Arisa's part. That Araquanid is a prize Pokemon there. And that's going to bring us to. He got lucky to be missing. Yeah, no, you had, yep. I'm not talking shit about you, Simon. Don't take it personally. So now we have Speakman versus Simon. So Simon, this is your match here. Right, exactly. And this is an interesting match to watch. There are some misplays on both parts. I think we're gonna just kick it off here.
Is this starting at 0 or?
Yeah, we're gonna just start at 0. I think they did a decent job. Like it starts pretty quick. So, Simon's got kind of a trick room team going on a little bit here with the key support for some screens, a little mixed support here, and then he finally is using that Granbull that he picked up for some intimidate on Speakman's team. Let's see how it works out for him. You ready?
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go.
Chris with the traditional Paradox Pokemon tusk.
Yep.
Iron Jugulus, so it's nice to see a Paradox surrender with the Rocky helmet.
Yep, and I think this time he got the stat distribution right for the proper booster energy, which he missed out on last time.
But, getting the level 11 mon is so for some of these Paradox mons, but it's
yeah, because it can be annoying, man. Because like it could be like a 1 or 2 point difference or even an even point difference from 100 to 50. So, um, it's
Yeah, it's
definitely
something I had to double myself.
yeah calculations, man.
So we got the Boo Boo keys and the this. It's uh
Speed, that's what we wanted.
there's the speed booster. Fake out. I'm surprised he's going with the punching glove for just the fire punch, close combat and shock. So it's probably an this Palma. I guess you that it might be for the cleft.
Speakman having a hard time deciding what to do here.
Yeah, there's a few things here.
We are
Do
going
you
to
know
double target Escanor and get the fake out air slash while we set up screens. Now the screen's going off clutch here right before the air slash to make sure that wasn't too bad of a damage on Escanor. We're willing to lay it out all on the line here apparently though.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't. Not only are you getting procs, that's just gonna Nancy Reagan, unless you are in different type. But I can understand in 66 some do it too early. In VGC, it's 4.
Yeah. You don't want to lose your trump card necessarily like early on here. And reflect is going to go up so we can survive these physical attacks. Unfortunately, he also chose fire punch, which I think he said was not what he wanted to do. And the stone axe is going to Oko Iron Jug and set up rocks on Speakman's side. So that's bad news for Speakman.
That close, or definitely avoided this whole situation.
I think he said he wanted to do close combat there, but he chose fire punch for whatever reason, and now it's all fucked.
Although I do like this, shard for priority care. You can either predict the switch out, and double target the war slot, clap whatever, or now you could focus on just the that's since you know the other opposition.
Yeah, he's gonna get the Hydrapple in with reflect up. Oh, he sets up his own stealth rocks. Okay.
There's rocks here.
So now that Escanor is just dead in the water, honestly, like that's one of those things that you can just kind of bring in for a free death. I don't think double shock necessarily. I think close combat would have done it. I mean, double shock would have done it too.
Yeah.
But I think close combat would have been the right call because you're gonna swap out this guy to reset your fake out anyway.
Oh, that ice shard does nothing.
This was a little questionable, so he does substitute. Not sure why.
Floating in the air.
Hey, what's going on? Nice to have you in the chat. We're just streaming our week 2 season 9 battles here.
This is with the substitute. Simon.
Yeah, so
I do damage with it.
Simon does not have any offensive moves on the keys. And he goes ahead and he makes a mistake here, I would say, with this next play, where he sets up another substitute on accident.
Oh God, I didn't.
Yeah. Now the Earth Power is going to go ahead and just Oko. That's 2 Okos out of the Hydrapple. He has done his job. And the knockoff is going to just take the specs off.
Both a good and bad thing, because now we'll do whatever move at once. And Chris does have their Pokemon weak more than just the dragon typing and the grass typing. So it's a double-edged. We're gonna a fickle beam or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm just very surprised with the substitute. Like, if you're gonna run no attacking moves with Klefki, it would probably do something like Thunder Wave or.
No.
But I always like extra little bit of damage.
And I agree. I agree with that. And he withdraws the keys.
Yeah. So the substitute.
So it kind of just comes down to like, I mean, I get wanting to put the Intimidate on so we can try to make this Hydraplin survive as much as possible. And we are going to change the typing because the Icicle Spears would hurt otherwise.
A lot of Terra Fairies today.
Terra Fairy is a popular typing change, especially for. It's like Terra Fairy, Terra Dragon are really popular just for their weakness advantages or the opposites thereof.
How unfortunate would it Terra?
Dude, yeah, right. He goes for the Terra Blast for the. It's like if he had stuck with Earth Power.
Yeah, if you were predicted the and the horsepower.
Yeah, but with the Reflect up and the Intimidate on, luckily this Icicle Spear is not going to kill.
Yeah. So many Terra Fairies in this night. But so now the Grimple's in here. I think there's they're left it. So all Chris really needs is double protect. He's well, there's no protect on this thing, so you might as well just with Dawn.
Yeah.
And then other back caliber's good and golden hell. Because Simon is currently in the bat. So that's the right play. We protect.
It's unfortunate.
Very unfortunate. Play rough. Solid rock plus that stealth rock. Oh, it's so hard to kill.
So here, I think this turn is another misplay kind of part. Hydraplin probably doesn't have Protect because it had choice specs.
Yeah.
But I don't think he really needed to withdraw that so much. And then he's going to send in something that's just going to die to the rocks. And then I think he also swaps in the Clef Key. So he can't set back up Trick Room or screens later on because now when he swapped in the Escanor, it died immediately, and now everything that was going to be offensive here is going to the Clef Key, and it should take it out. So
yeah, as long as you don't miss another high horsepower, because this is Icicle Spears, nothing.
Yeah, he even got all five. Yeah.
Oh, hit.
And that's it for the keys. Yeah, no more Trick Room there. That was a hard call. I feel like I would have let the Hydraplin die, personally.
I wouldn't, honestly. I think outside of the caliber, like, really gonna do that versus the other ones on Chris's team.
I feel like I would have just let it die because in the back we still have the Glastier. So like if we had swapped in the Escanor to let it die and let Gramble reset, right? Then we have the keys come out this turn. We can have a chance to either set back up Trick Room or at least like reset our screens if we need to.
Yeah.
Because now we have Reflect up still. We have double Intimidates on these two Pokemon here. So like this would have been the perfect time for us to set up Trick Room again, because the keys probably could have handled it.
You could have brought out instead of the could have brought out. I don't know what moves are on Typhlosion, but if this has ball, you got that, because even that minus probably still could be high horsepower.
Yeah.
get the them off.
Yeah, I mean, with the reflect up and the
Double intimidate. Now we're gonna start.
See, and that's what I mean. Like, I would have let the Hydraplin die, right? So we swap out this guy for the Escanor, let it die, let the Hydraplin take the hit. Next turn, we move back in this doggo for another Intimidate, and we bring in the keys to reset up Trick Room, right? We bust off a curse. So right before Trick Room goes up, we lose the speed. We gain that offensive capabilities. And now momentum is in our favor with Glastier at the back. So
yeah, oh, big high heads.
Yeah, he does miss that, which sucks for him. Puts Doggo in a near-death predicament.
God for that knockoff earlier. When red card.
Yeah, I don't know about the red card on the. This is something else, Simon. You know, again, not trying to pick on you or anything. I think what you meant to do on that was maybe eject button,
Yeah,
so you
it might
could
have been that.
reset your intimidate. Because otherwise, if you have red card, you're swapping out something you intimidated, which you don't want to really do.
Yeah. Jordan's. And honestly, I know I can't remember if Simon had something leftovers on his team that we saw.
Fuck
because that
me,
could have also
dude.
been good. What happened?
So he withdrew the curse boosted dog, and the curse boosted dog could have just really shored this up for him, because if he had done any offensive moves with that curse boosted dog, like, I think it would have ate the icicle spheres, if I'm being honest with you.
Honestly, yeah. I mean, it would be at neutral instead of -2, but with a curse boost, it definitely had.
And I think reflect was still up that turn.
I guess I'm going to assume it might have either.
It might have dropped. I don't. But either way, like, he could have got a kill. I know he wanted to reset up the Trick Room, but
it's too late. It's too late now, especially with can't intimidate the arc because it's clear. And Chris is down last 2 turns also.
Yeah,
really cutting it close here.
And he's got Rockhead, so he's not taking any recoil damage, but he really wants to do. He didn't want to risk the miss on the winter course. Crit.
And that was a crit. We couldn't even tell how many hits it would have taken without the boost.
Yeah. And now it's just over, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's too small. It's too weak. Fight.
If he had been able to set up the Trick Room again earlier, like, you know, it definitely could have worked in his favor, but you know, it's one of those situations. You live and you learn. Simon, you know, you only lost by 1 this week, so it is what it is, man.
Yeah. If only the Typhlosion earlier, it would have definitely would have taken out the Arc Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
Probably been a different story. It then bees the games.
Yeah, no, it definitely sucked. I mean, it's not really. There were some chances for him to have made some better plays potentially, but you know, we're not here to just like pick on the man. Like, you live and you learn, Simon. I think there were some chances that we pointed out to you that I think you'll probably take to heart for the future. And you had a really tight set. You almost beat him. I think just, you know, get those lessons under control, and you should be good. You picked up Spectier this week. He picked up Spectier, so now he has both horses, so he can work both of them in and out of Trick Room. So I really think his team is doing a lot better. His team is really scary this year, so just a little bit more practice with your squad, Simon, and I think you'll be good to go. and that will bring us to myself versus SB. Um, Now, this match, there are some things I could have done better. There are some things he could have done better. But, I don't want to waste anybody's time. Let's kick it off. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 1, 2, 3, and go.
I'm glad to see my fan favorite seeing some. It's my favorite of the videos, and I loved you.
What, Okie dokie?
No, mess.
Oh, Mesprit. Yeah, no, like the Lake Legend, the Lake Trios are kind of interesting this year.
Yeah, with their new.
Yeah, the signature move helps a lot. So we'll see how that worked out for us today.
I've always loved Mesprit out of all for. It's so much.
I wish it had. I don't.
Draft.
I don't know why it doesn't have like flamethrower. It should have flamethrower.
It should. You would think.
Because it even mentions like that it was like the fire one. Like. All right, so we get the special attack boost.
Guaranteed special attack.
It's crazy, yeah. So I'm like tempted to do foul play here, but I really want to make sure that that damage is doing not shit. So I'm gonna go ahead and waste my Terra here, or not waste, but I'm gonna hit my Terra. So we're Levitate, obviously, and we have access to Thunderbolt. So like electric type is only weak to ground. So once we levitate with electric type, now we have no weaknesses, and our bulk goes crazy. So we hit the Willow. Boost. Yep, we get the helping hand boost, but we get the Will-O-Wisp, and like so that really doesn't matter to me anymore. He gets the knockoff, which I'm no longer weak to, but he does knock off my leftovers, which sucks for me. I'm not happy about that because leftovers on this bulky beast is just gonna do big damage.
Yeah.
And now we're in an interesting thing. I think I want to do. It's really hard to choose, so I'm gonna go foul play here, and I'm gonna try to get another mystical power boost on the Volbeat, which like we did decent damage before, but then he struggle bugs, and this is what pisses me off. So he struggle bugs. And I lose my boost, because if I had my boost, I probably would have either killed or potentially done an OHKO on that. And I'm scared about a flinch. We don't get the flinch. We do get the boost back. So now we're back at +1. But that struggle bug really... And we got the flinch off. He got the flinch off of my Delgado, which sucked.
At this... Knowing he has struggle bug, I would have gone for like a stab roll.
Yeah.
This powered.
Yeah. I mean, I just really wanted to kind of set back up as much steamrolly power as possible with the mystical powers. And I'm pretty sure here that I can kill this Metagross without any problem.
Yeah. We got a screen.
I'm like, come on, no flinch, no flinch, no flinch. Mystical power goes and misses. So yeah, that does suck.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that doesn't proceed.
Yep. So the miss sucked there. That would have been a really great time for me to get that boost.
Honestly, like mystical power. Honestly, that's just really sick. So
yeah.
Don't really think Azelf. It's already a heavy.
Yeah. Azelf doesn't really need it as much. But now I'm going to fuck up by double targeting the Screamtail.
Yeah. Another Tailwind. I mean, hey. Check.
Yeah. Instead of going for another mystical power, I'm trying to do as much damage to Screamtail as possible. The extra boost that I would have gotten and the damage that I would have done from that last mystical power would have just killed the Screamtail, but now it's like whatever. I know he's going to probably use Struggle Bug again, so here we go for the double target Quash, and he protects, and I'm like, fuck me. It's a good call.
For once, we have.
Because I think I'm still at, I'm at +1 or +2 now with Mess Spirit, and the struggle bug goes off and puts me back to neutral.
Yeah, this Volbeat's really.
Does trigger my berry though, so I'm pretty happy about that.
All right, now let's see what this squash. And you're already protected.
Yeah. So I'm trying to reset up my boost here at this point.
Think if he struggle bugs again, -1.
Yeah, but the little peach ball's nearly dead anyway, so I just want that boost. Want that sweet boost.
Oh, play him again.
Still not enough, and now I know that he's gonna protect it, so I'm like, let's quash that Volbeat. Let's get that Volbeat.
Yeah, might as well take down this.
I really don't want to see the Volbeat doing anything more.
Yeah.
Like, do I go for the boost again?
Worry about a mess.
Right.
Alright. So I think this is back to.
Yeah, I think we're neutral now.
Oh, barely so. Cradle and Conjo. Howlin'. But he might have needed it.
It's unfortunate. And Tailwind's down. Now I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Let's do one last quash on something and hit the gym with a earthquake. Try to pick up my double kill here.
Oh yeah.
I'll kill myself, but he was gonna die anyway.
Yeah, no. From like a million.
Yeah, literally he was there to either swap out and get another fake out later on, or get one more quash in, or one more will-o-wisp. So at this point, it really doesn't matter what we do with the Sableye. So I'm gonna hit the quash.
Hit the quash.
And he's Sunny Days. I was like, okay.
Seems. Because you knew you were. I would have just set up a Tailwind.
Yeah, Tailwind would have been tight. I killed myself and both his Pokemon, so now we've got a 3-4 lead on him. So I've got 1 point up on him right now.
And the sun's a shot. Life is drained.
I want to bring in my Clefable to support my Mamoswine.
And Decky Dewey. Decky Dewey. This is very. So, you use Sunny Day when you have a on the back?
Yeah, I thought he was going to do
He could
Rain
do Rain
Dance.
Dance. Yeah, or not.
There is a reason why he did it that you'll see in a second here, and I'm like, I'm just going to protect the Scout here, because if he double targets and kills my Mamoswine, it could be a big turnaround for him.
With that so much damage.
Yeah, so the Rain Dance, I think Rain Dance definitely would have been the call. It ultimately would not have mattered because of the way that things go. So he was going Weather Ball. Weather Ball still would have done super effective damage plus the stab boost. So I think he probably should have just done the Rain Dance to get the Swift Swim boost and everything. And now I'm like, oh sweet, Honestly, I probably should have done offensive here. I didn't really need to do the follow me, but I just didn't want the Decidueye to
Yeah.
actually hit the Mamoswine with a fighting type move or a grass type move. So we go for the follow me, and I'm going to hit the Ice Shard for the kill on the Kingdra.
Just before anything else.
Haha, now we're done.
I'm going for another lead. Not sure if this could also lightning move in case of you getting follow me damage to it.
Yeah, Monkey Dory's here.
You see Monkey Dory?
I'm a little shook by
yeah.
the Monkey Dory.
They could fake out. Second, just alright. Monkey Dory also does a crap damn. We still got Decidueye to worry about on the back also. Well, not in the back.
No,
Just
yeah,
chilling.
these are his last two Pokemon, so I'm actually gonna go for the knockoff. Hopefully it does enough.
Monkey Doors just doesn't really look so straight up.
He Psyshocks, which I'm like, huh?
Yeah, that's a. And there's no focus set.
It had specs on it.
Yeah, that mon's a little too risky in my opinion to fight him.
And the Leaf Blade does kill Marvin the Martian. But now I'm like, alright. Like, here we go, baby. Let's do it. And this is actually where I do fuck up here. So I don't consider score here. I just get tunnel vision, and I'm like, let's kill this Decidueye. I could have protected here with the Mamoswine, is what I should have done, because Life Orb would kill me anyway. And then he goes for a Terra, so I'm like, fuck, what is this Terra? And it was Terra fighting, so I was like, okay, not a big deal. If he has Scrappy, you know, he could hit my Dragon, but like still not that big a deal. The Ice Shard is gonna hit, and it's gonna kill my guy. Didn't need to do that at all. Was not necessary whatsoever. So my Dragon Dart's not going to pick up the kill here, but they would have the next turn. So if I had protected, I would have had a better score.
Yeah. It's crazy. See it triple, you're like, oh, it's going to hit 3 times. Oh, full hit.
Yeah.
That would have awful.
So if I had just protected and then swapped in the dog here on the last turn, I don't even think I needed to swap in the dog. I think that fake out, I think like knockoff and something. Dragon Darts was gonna do the deed anyway, so like I should have just protected last turn to protect the score. But I do end up taking it by 2. What could have been a 3-0 was a 2-0, and it was just literally by me just not protecting properly and getting tunnel vision, forgetting I had Life Orb. You know, you just kind of
you were just tired of all this.
Yeah, I wanted to get that kill in. I wanted to shore up the match there, but I take another 2-0, so I'm 2-4 for my score. So I'm 2 wins, 0 losses, but only 4 points up, which could have been a 5-point lead, which I really wanted that 5 points. But yeah, he really saved himself by having Struggle Bug, because if he didn't have Struggle Bug, the Mesprit would have started to sweep the whole team like uncontested. Yeah. So that Struggle Bug actually really helped him turn a 5-0 into a 2-0 or a 3-0 if I had been paying attention. And that actually brings us to our last match of the week here. So exciting stuff, guys. We're on the last match of the week. This is Zach versus Jordan. So for those of you that weren't paying attention to the schedule, Zach always plays the people that I play next. So, like whoever Zach plays this week, I will play next week. So I play Jordan next week. So I'm very interested to see how this team goes down. Um, I think Jordan's team is really powerful and bulky. So I'm really interested to see what happens. So I'm not sure if you are ready. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, let me. What color is that? Dark green. We're gonna do dark green then. That one. Yeah, I think that's it. 2. Okay. Let's kick it off. 1, 2, 3, and go. Although I don't
Yeah.
think that Zach recorded in the ideal position, but it's not super bad.
Not even here to. Looks like we're going for like a possible going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a long one too, so
Oh Lord.
yeah.
Jordan delaying the whole.
Come on, Jordan.
And of course, Zach's fight versus a person was weak.
Yep. Legendary.
Hey, yo, Jordan, why you throw your ball like that? And of course, it can't. He also.
I think this one.
Is he? Snarl. It might have Snarl. Really good versus Rigorath if he's got it.
Yeah, pay attention, guys. Snarl. It's good shit.
Snarl's good. Switching Bisharp. Not want to get burned, I see. This is actually a clever switch. Expecting the trick while also by the Follow Me Magmar. Scald for some damage with Trick Room.
What did? By 3, okay. Lots of 3-0s this week.
Yeah, no, a lot of those.
Would have been a 3-0 for me too if I had only paid attention.
So Magmar goes stall attacks. Wondering what this Emboar is gonna. Hyper Voice did.
Yep. Hyper Voice boost though, Throat Spray.
Earthquake. Not as much damage as I thought.
Just not enough, yeah.
Definitely was trying to get rid of the Magmar, but more Rigorath.
Yeah, now the Farigiraf is a problem because it has boosted itself.
Yeah, now you got the Emboar and a Psychic type and a Water type. Emboar got a lot of bulk of tape.
Yeah, exactly. He's bulky, but he ain't that bulky. Psychic Noise is gonna OHKO, but such an interesting move because it can prevent you from healing for certain turns. One of the things that's really interesting about that is like so like if you're wearing a berry and you're within range to eat your berry and you're under Psychic Noise, the second that Psychic Noise ends, which it'll end at the end of the turn, you will eat your berry if you're in range.
You're just in the mood to eat it.
Yeah, basically you're just waiting for psychic noise to end to do it. But it also, like, get this, so psychic noise hits you and you have something like Giga Drain or Drain Punch, you cannot use that move while you have psychic noise.
Oh, you can't even use it?
You cannot use the move. It prevents you from doing anything that recovers, and that includes an offensive move that is going to recover any damage for you.
That's very... I didn't know that. It's also really good against those mon hold left. So for a...
Yeah, leftovers, exactly. Like all of those are covered under that.
Go in Terra Fairy, expecting a could be a nice.
Alright, now we're just fuck it, man. Normal, right? Oh, Terra Fairy, okay, yeah. It's like normal.
Stab doesn't.
Get the stab. Hyper voice, man.
Like I said, too many fairy types for Pride Month. We're not in Pride Month. So nice.
Wow, really hates this Milotic, but it's not. Doesn't matter.
That still took a lot of. I'm assuming this type.
Well, so we have the throat spray boost and the dazzling gleam, which is neutral damage, plus the stab boost by the Fairy Terra. So like it took a good bit from that, and then we like the Scald was just enough to take it out.
And Judgy Jason Kuno.
Articuno. You bitch, Articuno.
Has that pose. Like, you ain't gonna be fighting about that one. I think this is the last time a trick for the double. So we can probably get some momentum shift now that Jordan's speed tiers are back.
Yeah. He didn't want to take free damage.
Yeah.
The recover. Oh.
This mon's annoying.
I know Jordan's mad.
It's like a something. Suicune maybe. Not even Suicune. Probably if you would have got that air slap.
And the dimensions are returned to normal.
Now, Zach could try and do another. I can keep that momentum going his way.
I feel like I would. Yeah, I feel like I would Trick Room here.
You could just risk it. If he really has it.
Yeah, fuck it. I dare you to tailwind in front of me right now.
He's gonna go for air slap. Slash. See.
Alright.
Oh, so we're actually switching out. For Luke Stray. Especially because the not what you.
Oh no, the competitive boost. I know he's mad about that.
Oh, but they won't change again. Freezing. Oh, there wasn't.
And Trick Room does not go back up. We risked it, but I mean, he didn't really have it. It was either dead in the water or he was going to get a Trick Room up, so.
And that's plus the skull.
Yep.
And now the Magmar back up. This is really catch a burn. You ain't guts boosted.
Fuck it, heat wave.
Yeah, free day.
The fire ass music.
That's the one thing. Another thing that's good about Scarlet, bring back Legend. Play every single one of the main ones except for.
Dude, I cannot wait for some remakes. I need some more Pokemon remakes in my life.
I just need Pokemon Day at this.
Yeah, I don't. If we're getting remakes, like make them compatible with Sword and Shield. I mean Scarlet and Violet, like remakes of the past. Like let us get those Pokemon with an update. It's so easy for you guys to do. All you have to do is send out an update to the current Scarlet and Violet game for all the Pokemon that you give us back in Black and White, and then let us play Black and White.
Yeah.
Against Scarlet and Violet. Like, it doesn't make sense not to. Give us back the decks.
It'll just be Blueberry Academy.
Yeah, right, exactly. Like, let us play, you know, Blueberry Academy as a part of that shit.
Luxray narrowly. You burn body on the skull.
We want Luxray alive.
What little H it's got.
Surprised we haven't seen a wild charge yet.
We did.
Wow.
It just didn't.
Because he followed Mead.
Yeah. So we're switching out. And here's another follow me. These Pokemon. So nice.
Yeah, no reason not to follow me.
Whew. So there's some Life Orb chip, and there goes the L. Although this is more, it's back to give that Milotic +4.
Yeah. Don't want to do that, but he's gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. He's down to his last two. Rillaboom finally comes out. And this is just not a good time. Neither player is terrible. Good. Hopefully, it's something. Suicune doesn't. What hammer?
Right.
We'll see what happens. And Luxray will definitely survive a glass. But it's a very tough position to crawl back out of this one. We can definitely tell with the lane move choices. Lux. Oh, really? They're intimidating. Oh, me arg. +6.
That's yeah, and we're full health on it too. Like,
yeah, and I understand. Too much. But we are going Terra Grass. Bud. And then the eject button.
Oh,
That's gonna be his 3 Gorilla Boom. Milo can't get any special. So at this point, it really doesn't.
oh no!
Yeah, you lose your Lux.
+6, man. Assault vest coming in clutch.
Yeah, at this point though, like the Gorilla Boom's problem. You need to find a way to deal with it, Milo. Your answer is about to paint Grassy Glide. Very
Yeah, who do we want to kill here?
I don't know if the Luxray has assault vest, so good time. But it actually
Well, he did get the, I think there's 2 intimidates on the monkey.
yeah. There's another ice beam.
Frozen.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The 10% coming clutch. But now this is where it's gonna break out. I really wish they changed sleep worked like how they did in Arceus, because Frieza's just inconsistent also at the same status.
Yeah, like you could give us Frostbite and take Freeze out and give us a better percentage of Frostbite happening. Like, I think that like, you know, ice. Yeah, I think that's a good trade-off. I think we deserve that.
Gives us a reason to get like Will-O-Wisp, Frost.
Yep, exactly. We are not going to lose this Rillaboom for no reason.
And here comes Comfey, so now...
Sheesh, Deep Sea Diva. The recoil is going to do its thing, though.
Yeah, you couldn't one-shot it. Ooh,
burn? No? Yeah!
Oh my god, it got the...
And we're hoping to survive this ice beam, and we do. Boom.
Yeah.
We're good.
Should have just air... I would have... Yeah, and it's definitely a bit too late. Now you're just gonna get a... I think probably get back to full.
Yeah, Floral Healing's coming out. There's just the Intimidator in the back. Like... This is unfortunately pretty much over. The Milotic got to stay out all game and do its thing. And we just don't care about that.
Yeah. Oh, we're just going for attack.
Yeah, get rid of the fake out. You know, get that off the field. So we don't have to worry about it. Get a free little heal.
Oh god, we're almost...
Yeah. Yeah, they're bulking.
This would be funny if you had tops, you just the Milo and killed it. That'd be a sick medical.
Would have been a good medical. Unfortunately, he didn't get it.
Trying with the air slash. We're also getting a little bit drastic. So now I'm pretty sure an air doesn't even kill, even don't floral healing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not looking great. And the burn just chipping away the health that we're gaining back.
Nice timer where literally took a whole minute. And that is debilitating. It's back to and another fake out. Oh yeah, it's not.
Yeah, it's over here, unfortunately. Free draining kiss, so we survive, and alluring voice is gonna do the damage that it needs to do.
Bit him.
And we're gonna get that dub. We are gonna get that dub there for 4-0, so pretty good for Arisa's. I mean, damn, Zach's play there. 4-0 on Jordan. That was just like a series of really good switches on both parts. I think both players played really well. It was just a situation where the team comps were heavily in Zach's favor just because of competitive, and again, just the team comps were on his side there. So
Oh yeah.
that's unfortunate, guys. So, but that brings us to the end of our Week 2 matches. Congratulations to all the winners. Losers, take your lumps. Let's learn from them and do better going forward. I think that you all have the potential to be able to do that really well. Lastly, we're gonna go one last thing here. This is Week 3's matches. So we got Jay Delgado versus Jay Grants, Battle of the Jays 2.0. Isamu versus Ty Miller next week. That should be really interesting. Isamu's been doing pretty cool stuff. Ty, 3-year veteran at this point, I think now. So hopefully he can show Isamu some ropes and maybe get a W on his record there. Mike versus Brendan. That should be a hot match. I'm rooting for Mike. No offense, Brendan, but I think Mike's team is just like really good. It's really hard to counter. Then we have Simon versus SB. That's a rivalry match right there. Those guys go back a ways. They were kind of lower ranking players together, if you will. Yeah, so they tend to have fun matches. Usually theirs are at the end and they do like a little meme battle, but I think they're both going to be taking this one pretty seriously. Then we have Brian Mills versus Justin Fleet, Sand versus Snow. I would be excited to see that one come out and see where we get with that. You have to play Zach next week, Dan. Good
Yes,
luck
sir.
with that. You both have really good teams. I'm not quite sure about the matchup. I don't think it's like bad necessarily, but as we can see, Zach's a 3-time champion. He knows his teams really well. He knows what all the Pokemon on all the teams can do pretty well. So just mind your P's and Q's. I think you'll be okay. Then we have a Reese versus Evan. I want Evan to do well, but Reese's team is really oppressive, and it's hard. It's hard to say what'll happen there. But I just do your best, Evan, man. Try to get that W. Now Jordan Wade versus Speakman. That should be a tight set. Jay Wade's pretty good. His team's pretty good. Speakman, same kind of deal, but they're both itching to get a better score. They're both 1-1, so they really want to start getting that lead going and getting a higher plus minus. And then myself versus Jordan Herrera, which that should be interesting. We're both pretty good players. I think Jordan Herrera's team is really good right now. It's going to be kind of hard to make sure I have the right answers for them. So I am excited to see where that goes. But that is it for your week 2 stream, you guys. We will see you next week for week 3, same time. Hopefully we can get Zach back on. Thank you for filling in, Dan. You
Is
did fantastic.
is no worries.
Yeah, and Zach will have a new tattoo next week, so
Ooh,
hopefully,
woo.
yeah, hopefully he'll be back. Yeah, I was like, Zach, you're getting a tattoo? You don't seem like the type, but he is.
He's
So.
got
Yeah, does he already have a tat?
yeah, he's got
He just doesn't seem like the type, man. But you know how it is.
yeah.
Hopefully we'll see everybody back next week, and we'll have a good time for our week 3 stream, guys. See you there, and again, thank you, Dan, for joining us. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Peace out.
The